Greetings gastronauts, this is KeefCooks. I'm Keef and today I'm going to do something regional and special from Yorkshire, Barnsley. I'm going to make Barnsley chops. And I'm dedicating this to Mr. Pie Chips and Baked Beans, who's become a very frequent commenter on my videos, and he does seem to like them a lot, so I'm very pleased about that. Thank you. And I do believe he comes from Barnsley or thereabouts. He always writes in Yorkshire dialect like than us, which is, yeah. Well, it's a thing. Anyway, and Barnsley chop, also a thing. This is, oh my God, look at that. A Barnsley chop. So basically it's a slice across saddle of lamb, and it's effectively two chops joined together. So yeah, and there is, of course, there's a story. It goes like this: in the mid-19th century or 18th century, at the King's Head Hotel in the glorious city of Barnsley. It's a town, I think. A bunch of farmers were having their dinner and they were having Barnsley chops, what we know as Barnsley chops. And a stranger came in and said, I want a chop, big one, a Barnsley chop. That's the story. Anyway, in the last 50 years or so, the spiritual home of the Barnsley chop has become the Brooklands Hotel in Barnsley. They still do it, and I might pop down there one day, because it's not that far from here. Something to think about. If you enjoy this video, give it a like, share, subscribe, etc. And let's get on with it. Barnsley chop. First thing I'm going to do is make some mint sauce, because that needs, well, a few minutes or half an hour actually for the flavours to meld. So for that I've got a bunch of mint, I've got spring onion, I've got a tablespoon of sugar, castor sugar that is, powdered sugar, and I've got 4 tablespoons of white wine vinegar. I'll put those in the fridge and then get on with chopping those up. So I'm just pulling the leaves off the stalks because we don't really want the stalks in our mint sauce. There we go, a pile of mint leaves, and we'll just chop them. Chop, chop, chop. Also want to chop up some of my spring onion. This one's a bit big, but that's all I could get. So I'll just chop the white bits quite small. And we'll mix everything together in a bowl. I think the spring onion might be optional. Not every recipe uses it, but I've always used it. The wine vinegar and the sugar. Mix it all together and set it aside till the food's ready. Okay, we're ready to start cooking the Barnsley chops. You will need to get these from a butcher, and they need to be cut really thick like that. And just paint them with a bit of oil. And season with salt and pepper. Now I'm going to heat up a little bit of oil in a heavy bottom pan, and when that's hot we'll start cooking the chops. So I'm going to hold them with the fat side down first of all to try and get that crisped up and to get the fat rendered a bit. And when the fat is browned all on its outer edge, I'll lay down the chops and let them cook on each cut edge for about 5 minutes. Then we put them on a heated plate, tent them in foil and let them rest for at least 5 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm going to make some fabulous gravy. So I'm melting a big knob of butter in a saucepan and then stirring a similar quantity of flour, and then I've got some lovely homemade wibbly wobbly chicken stock, and then we'll just stir that in and it'll thicken up and we'll have a nice thickish smooth gravy. And also I'll add the fat from the pan that the lamb was cooked in, because that'll make it delicious. Give it a taste, season with salt and pepper if you want to. So it didn't need extra salt, it's very salty already, but it did need something to cut through the sort of greasiness of it. So So I added a splash of Henderson's relish, made next door to Barnsley in Sheffield. If you can't get that, you can use that Worcester stuff, but this is better. Okay, all right, there's our Barnsley chops. If I thought I might have actually tied those so they keep the shape better, but oh, there's a ton of meat there. That's going to be quite a challenge to eat all that for little old me. And there's some juice escaped, which I'll put into the gravy. But there you go, Barnsley chops. All right, lad. Aye. Here we go then. Magnificent Barnsley chop, a big one. Wow. And yeah, these are about what was it? 300 grams each. That is actually a ton of meat. Normally you want about 100 grams of protein per person, but let's cut a chunk off. I'm all the wrong way round, but I think you can see there that the meat is still a little bit pink, the way it should be. And it tastes great. It's fantastic. I haven't tried my mint sauce. I did actually remove a bit of the vinegar because there were too much. Oh yeah, minty saucy. That's fantastic for a special treat. So if you can get hold of some Barnsley chops, give them a go. They won't be cheap, but you will love them. So thanks for watching and see you next time.